Hey folks, Species 7 here, welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to crazy old Grazyland here on Farm Sim 15. I'm out of control. Not bad, eh? Did I even make 15 seconds before I lost control? Alright, I'm just finishing, well, let's sort of recap the last episode, shall we? That's always a good place to start. We put the solid manure onto this field, and we had gone through our first stage of growth on field 5, and field 5 has now had a fairly thorough treatment. The only thing we have not done is add systemic pesticide. We added slurry, we plowed it in, we added a standard, or not pesticide, I'm sorry, herbicide. We added a standard 1-day herbicide. We also adjusted with lime, we did all our plowing, we did all our cultivating, we did all of those happy things. And then it started to rain like a bugger. And what I've done is I've advanced time about 4 hours, I believe, from 11:13, 6. Yeah, okay. Actually, 5 hours is what it took to advance time and get it to the point, excuse me, where the clouds have faded away and it has stopped raining. Now, the issue we've been having with Field 5 as of late is the fact it's been really hard to bring the moisture up. We've added 3 of the 4, and in fact, now that it's rained, we've added all 4 of the moisture increasing properties, and we were still doing really poorly. I believe 29, I think varying from 25 to 29% moisture, which of course isn't that good. Ideally, we'd like to be, according to the specs of the mod, ideally, we would like to be at about 57%. So, okay, you've already whacked this up, dude. But, and that was seeming to be quite a difficult feat, reaching that 57%. Now, I'm really hoping that after the rain, that's been achieved. Okay, because as I say, that would actually be the 4th of the 4 methods of adding moisture that have actually been done to that field. Now, we were informed by the mod author, of course, that plowing a field actually dries it out, which, again, I've told you guys my thoughts on that, about how it does, but in fact, if you plow moisture into a field, you actually make the moisture last longer, as opposed to having it evaporate faster. Anyway, we're on our last bit of plowing. This took, alright, a while. I'm just going to let it go at that. For the sake of being kind, I'm just going to say it took a while. Yeah. Alright, now this particular plow, it doesn't actually fold up. And for any of you to think that might not be too terribly awkward, let me tell you, oh yeah, it is. Because most of the entrances and or exits, as you know, on our farm tend to have something in common, and that is, don't cross the line, don't cross the line, good boy. That they have the most interesting of gates. However, we can actually sneak it in this one because the gate's wide enough. There we go. Any of the ones that have scales on them, word of advice, if you happen to grab yourself this plow or something like this with this kind of width and it doesn't fold up, yeah, he's no fun. I had to reset it the first time I brought it back to the farm. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. There we go. I think that's a good spot for that. Nice. And tractor. We'll just bring him over here. So now, what we really need to do is once again start advancing our time and see what it brings us, because that is always the thing, isn't it? My. I do believe, however, that we have... Hello, girls. No? No? Alright. Where's... Oh, there you are. Hey, buddy. Have you been busy? Have you? You better. I'm telling you. You're not here because you're pretty. Although, yeah, you're pretty. But, oh, you have been a busy fella. Good. Hello there. Thank you very much. Looking after your little ones, are you? Yeah, right. Don't real chickens eat their young? No, I'm just kidding. I don't think they actually do. Alright. And here we go. I'm still wonder where that squeaking comes from. Like, is there a rat in the hen house somewhere? Is there a weasel in here? Oh, come on. I just didn't want to do that. Seems inevitable. You get smacked in the face when you leave the chicken coop. Alright, we are middle of the afternoon, and yabba-dabba-doo. There we go. Well, let's go have a look at our corn crop. Our corn crop. I think we are going to plant either potatoes or... Well, those weeds have already done their thing. See, if you leave them alone long enough, they'll die anyway. Yeah, I probably shouldn't walk through them all and then go tromping into my nice cornfield. But yeah, I think we're going to do a root vegetable in field 7. Now, here's the thing. Oh, man. Alright, so as you can see, so far, we're doing alright, except for moisture. Damn. Yeah, a little bit of weeds, but I'm expecting that. Like I said, I think we're going to have to come through here with a systemic. So, and that's alright. Because that's going to work out exactly what I wanted. I wanted to go one day using the single, and then the next cycle we would put a systemic on, and that would last us to the end of the season when we could harvest. So that's exactly what we're going to do here. Instead, we're just awaiting the rollover. So how are our animals doing? Oh, look at that. There's 2 more eggs already. I have missed that. And so they're doing well. Our sheep are doing great. They're 83% of the way through their 5th full pallet of wool since we started. Of course, it has been 20 episodes, and we do have 50 sheep. The cows, well, they're doing the cow thing. Now, I see they're out of mixed rations, so we're going to have to take a quick trippy-doo to the farm at some point and see about adding another bucket or 2 to the sugar beetery, because I do believe that's all we will need to do there. Or potatoes, actually, isn't it? We'd have potatoes up there. That's right. We discovered our cows were big fans of potatoes. Yeah, I don't know. So far, nobody that knows anything about dairy farms or cattle farms has told me if it's true or not that cows have such an immense fondness for potatoes. But that's something we'll definitely have to do here, and fairly quickly. Other than that, we're going to get a nice hit off our milk at midnight. I think we're going to probably hit the 200G mark. Our manure is out of control, and our liquid manure is doing well. If we go over to how many critters we have ready and fattened, which is right at the end, is it not? It is. We have 37 of our original 50 pigs are ready. So you can see we haven't really been doing too much with it, but the soil mod is so all-encompassing it's almost hard to keep up. And the same here. We need to very much so look after these guys. We've got 33 of them are up to slaughter weight, and our chickens only 18 of them, and again we haven't my goodness, that's embarrassing. I should have never showed you guys that. We are neglecting our animals. So No pixels were harmed during the making of this video, what can I tell you? Alright, come on. We are almost there where we're going to get our soil mod activation and get to see what happens. Of course, this is where things get really dark. Now, in the meantime, of course, we could be doing things like hauling their 54,000 liters of slurry down here and storing it in these, so that next time around we don't have to do it when we're trying to harvest, etc. But here's the deal, guys. And yeah, right up front, I think we figured out that Grazyland is a bit of a tough map to deal with, mainly because the way the fields are laid out, they've either got highways running 20 feet away from them, which there's obviously nothing you can do about, or they've got so many trees around them that they're almost impossible to deal with. You certainly can't do hired workers or anything like that. So, if after meeting all 4 of the moisture requirements, we don't have darn near our 57% moisture on here, I think we're going to find ourselves another map. Now, we may go back to the soil, and it's not entirely the fault of the soil mod. For instance, if we had a map where the animals were much closer, i.e. right on the farm, so that sawed out all of our travel time, we could deal a little easier with the soil mod. If we didn't have all these trees around the field, so needing to do each field 7 or 8 times as opposed to the 3 you normally do, again, wouldn't be a big deal. So, Grazyland's a fun map. The soil mod makes it a bit madness, right? You go from crazy to absolutely mad. Yeah, there we go. I told you we'd make 200k. And the soil mod is now active. We've sold all of our milk, although the cows were saving about 800 liters. Ooh, 1,700 now. Amazing how quickly these how quickly these ladies produce milk. So, we're also at almost 60,000 liters. So I could run 2 trailers down here and top these up, definitely. However, 45%, we're almost halfway there. Let's wander into our field and hope for the best. Our nutrition numbers look good. Our pH is brilliant. So here we go. Alright, at 66%, we just saw a jump in growth. Soil moisture, 14%. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Dude, it rained all day. Alright, well, okay, well, here's the plan at this point, guys. What we will do is, I guess we might as well go have a little looky at field 7. Not that I'm expecting good things there. What we're going to do, we will spray a double C herbicide, i.e. the systemic herbicide, onto field 5, and then we will run the cycle. We will then check the moisture level once again. If it needs to be adjusted by spraying water on the field, yeah, I'm thinking at that point we can safely say that until this this particular mod is worked on a little bit, that we're probably better to ply our trade upon another field. Alright, this is field 7. This is what we just plowed. Now I expect there to be weeds. Nitrogen. Holy cow, our nitrogen is at 15. And our pK is at 6. Our soil moisture, 14%. Am I the only one that did not see it rain for hours and hours? I mean, I have it on video, guys. Alright. Well, as I say, here's what we're doing. One last run. and that will be, let's go back to normal time, and that will be to do, as I say, on field 5 we will grab the green frog and we will spray herbicide. We will advance 1 day. Now, if at the end of that day our moisture levels are as incredibly pathetic as they are now, see, here this field is fine. It's almost like it's not allowing the levels to go back up after you've plowed. Because, I mean, that was how many growth cycles ago did we plow? 3, possibly 4? And yet the moisture in this other field has not gone up at all. It's fine in that field where we haven't plowed. As soon as you get over here, 11%, 8%, 7%. Our crops are absolutely parched. Wow. Alright, well, we're going to leave it there, guys. I don't know what the answer is. But, yeah, as I say, if spraying the herbicide on here does not take this field up to an acceptable level of moisture, we will be looking at another map. So any suggestions you have, any comments you have on either fixing our moisture problem, shy of saying, well, spray water on it, because I'm sorry, but I kind of think rain is water. But any suggestions for other maps you maybe think are just absolutely brilliant and you'd like to see, I will try and get that Manchester map, perhaps the Canadian one, and give that a look. Other than that, I'm still sort of leaning towards Bantical. But let me know, guys. After all, I do these for you. And if you're not enjoying them, well, then I'm not enjoying doing them. So tell me you're not enjoying Grazyland. No, did I say that out loud? Alright. But, yeah, we're going to leave her there for today. Please hit the like button, guys. It really helps me out, like, really, because it moves you up in, like, the search things and that, and then more people get to find out that, oh, there's another Canadian doing another farm sim video, and all that sort of thing. So, but until then, like I say, feel free to leave lots of comments. Let me know if there's a map you want to see. Soil mod is not a necessity. However, if it's a map where we don't mind doing the fields 8 or 10 times, we'll certainly keep at this mod till we get it perfect. Until then, though, this has been Species 7 for Grazyland, still messing with the soil mod. Thankful for the rain, but wishing it was actually wet. Take care of each other, folks. Ciao for now.